Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
Oh my God, did you watch? You didn't watch Two Bears, One Cave today, did you? The new episode. Oh my God, the best fucking episode ever. They smoked a joint. They were smoking a cigar. They were drinking tequila. By the end of it, Tom's just like, I think we should end this.
Wow.
It was fucking fabulous. And they're recording right now in Enny's house. That's where the studio is set because they moved to Austin and they must not have they now have the YMH studio set up, but they must not have it set up for Two Bears, One Cave. So they're still shooting at his house, or this was so long ago that, but yeah, so they're just in a room smoking cigars and weed and shit in his house. And he's like renting a house in this nice fucking white and suburban neighborhood in Austin.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're all doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, business is lucrative, man.
You build your own freaking studio.
Yeah, their second studio, man. I mean, they already had the one in California. Now they just built this one. So
gotta move. Fucking drove them out.
Yeah.
Fucking California.
Off to Texas.
That's where I'm going. No.
Are you moving? I'm not doing this podcast with you via Zoom. It's bad enough we got to do the guests.
Zoom.
Yeah, we got to do the guests on Zoom.
Zoom.
We gotta. I think the next logical step to this is to actually set up our own studio somewhere, so that we can invite, and then we'll pay for flights and shit and hotel rooms for guests to come to town and be on in person, so we don't have to do the Zoom shit. $500-600 in the budget.
As long as we got about $600.
Yeah, you better start racking up some of them mileage points. Did you get any points for your flight back?
I got some points. I don't know how many.
Okay.
It wasn't a whole lot. It was just a quick trip back from Chattanooga.
We better both start. We better both get an American and a United and a Delta credit card and just start
Delta
racking up points.
Points.
All right, Enny's in the waiting room. You know what they say? You don't
apply now?
You don't keep a beautiful man waiting.
Does it apply both ways?
He's a beautiful man.
I know, but
it does apply both ways.
You should not keep any guests waiting.
Well, I would keep the ugly ones waiting. Yeah, the ugly ones can wait. Right, why am I in a big hurry to get the ugly ones on when they can look at us?
Well, not that you don't have a point, but
speaking of the pretty guests, I don't know if you watched today's episode, but Ashley Hobbs she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. I did watch part of it this morning when I was getting ready.
Yeah. I don't know how we pulled that one off. Anyway, without further ado, Any Kravitz. There he is.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Thank you so much for being willing to do this.
Of course, dude.
I throw these flyers out to everybody, and whatever sticks on the wall, I'm like, and every time somebody actually says yes, I'm like, holy shit.
That's honestly what I was wondering. Like, I saw you have like some legit porn stars and fucking OnlyFans. I'm like, how did you? What kind of connections this motherfucker got?
We're in
so you're surprised by that or what?
Well, yeah. And then he saw us and went, wait, what the fuck? How are you pulling this off?
Makes no sense.
We got lucky somehow, man. We got into the Playmate genre.
Yeah.
We talked to one Playmate, and from there and we've talked to, I don't know,
hell yeah,
8-9 Playmates so far now. So
OnlyFans, fetish workers, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, you know Mary. So
that's right, Mars. Yeah, that's my homie.
Yep,
my homie Mars.
Yeah,
wait, hold up, real quick. Is this just going right now, or are you?
We're recording. We just record from the get go, and
okay,
we'll
got you.
Actually, do a little introduction and then get going. So
okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Everything, everything's recorded, right?
Everything's recorded.
Our whole freaking life is now.
Yeah. You never know what gold you might get.
The Fed's always watching.
So sitting around talking. Hold on, shut up. Let me start recording before you talk anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know how much good shit you miss when you're not recording everything?
That's all right.
Dude, that's the scariest part about podcasting, or I guess any type of show, is when you forget to hit record. Everybody does it once.
Done it
Everybody
twice.
Does it once. Twice.
Twice.
Everybody does it at least once. Twice. Fuck. That had to hurt.
Yeah.
Find your own.
now the Zoom meeting. I didn't realize that Zoom meetings had a setup where you could where it automatically started recording.
Mhm.
So we're good now. We don't miss a thing anymore.
Hell yeah.
So-
Is this all you only do Zooms? You don't ever do like in person?
Yeah, because we're in fucking Nino, Wisconsin. There's nobody coming here.
Gotcha.
So
Very nice.
I mean, we got like a local comedy club. So
Okay.
who knows? As we get more and more, and we're interviewing a comedian on Wednesday night, and so who knows as they
go. We had one other comedian come in, but he was a local and an old friend of ours. So
yeah.
Gotcha.
we
This is
definitely do
dope.
that. But
So anyway,
That's
without
dope.
further ado, Any Kravitz. Now, first question I got to ask
welcome.
is
What's up? Thank you for having me, man.
Is your name truly Any Kravitz?
Absolutely not. No. No. That would be pretty fucked up. That would have been a fun childhood. No.
I'm like, your mother has a great sense of humor if that is literally your name.
It's like Kravitz. What can I do with this? You know, what names haven't been taken?
Just
Lenny
Benny. No,
shit.
you're not a Benny.
Mm.
And you are the producer
Yeah.
of how many podcasts? At least 5 that I know of.
I mean, geez. Yeah, I'm the technical director of YMH Studios is the better
That's
way
the-
that I like to say it. It's less time, but yeah, we do 7 podcasts out of that studio.
And you're involved
I-
with Ryan Sickler on the Honeydew too, aren't you?
I'm involved with Ryan Sickler. Yeah. Potter. I mean, not anymore, but either way, it's I've produced all of those shows, or at least been an assist.
We got
producing.
YMH. We got Two
Yeah.
Bears, One Cave.
Two
we-
Bears,
Where my mom's
WMMA,
at.
Honeydew, Potter Show, Tom Talks,
Oh yeah.
Tom Segura in Espanol, what am I
Dr.
forgetting?
Drew.
Dr. Drew.
And Where My Mom's at. Yeah.
I think we added that one. So
Okay.
I think that's 8. I think that's 8 total.
That's
Too many. Too
yeah,
many.
that's. I mean,
How do you
that's.
keep track, man.
How do you keep track? And how do you have any
dissociating.
free time?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. No, I just kind of chill at home and I work, and then I wake up. I'm like, you know what I want to do? Go back to work, baby. That's what I want to do. Let's edit some more shows. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I mean, it's just, dude, it's show business, man. If you want to get involved with show business, I mean, that's what it is. You will work until you drop, or you could go find some real stable job, pushing boxes or whatever.
Yeah, some shitty day job, and then record your podcasts at night and edit them when you're not at your shitty day job. Yeah, absolutely.
but you are doing the work that it takes to get into this sort of space. Like, this is what it feels like. I'm sure you are up days and nights and weekends recording and editing and all that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what
you
it
do.
takes to excel, because everyone wants to be in show business. Who doesn't want to be in show business?
That's true.
I think
Either in
the
front or
worst
behind.
part.
Three
Three of them
recordings
this week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we were just doing it every
Congrats.
other Friday. Now it's during the week and whatever it takes.
Hell yeah, man. That's better. It's a good problem to have, as they say in our industry, which it's
true.
not. It's it's incredibly stressful. It keeps you up nights, but it's cool. It's fun to do. So it's hard to complain.
Well, especially
I
when
love
you're
it.
working, I mean, in the comedy podcast genre, because what you're putting out is it's just funny, and your days got to go by in a hurry. And
You got into
Right,
some
it's-
good ones, man. That's for sure.
I mean, I started in gaming. Like, I was in esports.
oh, okay.
Yeah, don't do that. Horrible idea. I got lucky to transfer out of that, but it's weird because that was already weird enough that I had it wasn't a career, but it was like I was building something from video games. Like, who grows up and thinks, oh, I'm gonna make money off of video game? Like, that doesn't happen unless you're making the games.
Right.
So to go from that to being paid to like laugh all day, it's like, what is my life anyway? Am I just dreaming? Is that what this is? Is some big simulation? It doesn't even make sense. It's super dope. I'm beyond blessed.
So how did you get hooked up with Tom and Christina?
Yeah, the transition.
So that was Nadav. I met Nadav at another production studio. You ever heard of Machinima?
I don't think so.
No.
So Machinima, congrats, you're not a degenerate. So Machinima,
But now I gotta look it up. But all right.
I mean, they're gone now, but
Okay.
It was it started a long time ago being like a video game sort of content creator. So like imagine if you were in a game and you made the characters have like a fake story, you know, and stuff. And so like you would go around and like Master Chief. You guys play Halo? You got anything about games at all?
A little bit. I haven't played.
Okay.
I haven't gamed in a long time, but
So you know, like say Mario, right?
yeah.
So machinima would be like a bunch of nerds that would record, say, Mario and Luigi just like walking in the game, and they would like say, they would narrate like a story that's not real. It's all based around video game culture, and that ended up becoming like huge. It got bought by WB and AT&T. Like it's huge.
Wow.
It ended up being like a main content source for DC Daily and stuff like that.
Oh shit. Okay.
And through a crazy, you know, esports and the video game industry is bizarre. So I can't even tell you how I ended up, but somehow you always end up, if you're in esports, you work for all the legit studios eventually. And when I did, I worked for Machinima, I was doing a VR project that Nadav was on. Nadav was actually talent on this
oh really
on this show. Yeah, he was like the host of multiple shows, and it was just like a nerdy, you know, let's play VR all day and fucking, you know, let's test out all the new games and test out the new bugs and stuff. And so I was the TD for that, exactly what I'm doing here, switching on the board and stuff. And Nadav was talent, and yeah, he ended up moving over to YMH from Machinima, and once they went into a studio, like it was, you know, more official, they needed live switching, they had, you know, they wanted to figure out what new camera should we buy and all that. They're like, maybe we should get like a video person in here, you know, and like do it legit. And so he hit me up, and it was, I mean, that was, like I said, I went in and I laughed all day, and I got paid when I left. I'm like, yeah, when can I do this again, Chief? Like, how you feeling? Like, you guys record on Fridays?
Yeah, right. I'll be like,
it's free.
How long
I was freelancing? So
how long you been with them then?
So including freelancing, I think 3 years now.
Okay.
3 years. Yeah, not super long, but and then I full time, I'm gonna say 2, maybe almost 2, maybe a little less.
Okay.
But it's been you know, it was a no-brainer. Like the
seems like it, yeah.
Started. Because it's just all fun and games, dude. Like I can't do the one of the first projects that I got, because I'm good with Photoshop. So Nadav saw that and he was like, oh snap, we do thumbnails like this way. Is there like a, you know, more efficient way you could do, you know, whatever? And I'm showing him kind of how to like finesse Photoshop and make it more templated.
Oh,
and
sure.
He's like, all right, so can you just do like this week's thumbnail? So it's a highlight, and it's about a figure artist, which you guys know.
Yeah.
So a figure artist, he's like the dude that stands there and he just poses in like one pose and everybody draws him. So he's like, yeah, just make it like a dude with a really big dick. but just like censor out the dick. I'm like, okay. I do it and I give it to him, and he's like, it's like, I don't know how to say this, man. Could you make him black? Like he's not, it just doesn't fit the old, you know, like it's white, like the whole thing. It was Shadow. I forget the dude's name. Shit. It was Kevin something, I think. I might be wrong. I'm probably fucking up his name. But
Kevin Fitzgerald?
No.
Damn it. That's me. I was trying to get in on the big dick thing, but sorry.
No, I forget it was a comedian that was telling the story about this dude named Shadow that was a figure model. And
okay.
I said figure artist. I meant figure model. And yeah, he said he was black and he had like a fucking 11-inch dick. And so that was one of the first projects that I had. He's like, this might sound uncomfortable. I know it's like you're starting here, but could you make him black? Is that possible? I'm like, this is the place for me.
Well, right. It makes more sense. Come on. So how's the transition to Austin been?
Oh God, you know, it's fuck. Especially because, you know, I'm working so much. It doesn't even feel really like I've transferred, just because I'm home so much. And now that my home is work, it's weird. As far as like the actual comparison, I mean, people here are nicer. They want to be here. That's the biggest difference. If you live in LA, you're there because, well, at least before, I don't know about now so much, but before, if you were in LA, it was just opportunity. You know, you're in LA to get to the next step.
Right.
And you don't really want to live there and like be there and stay there. That's just where all the money is. So,
sure.
So that being said, everybody hates it. Like the traffic sucks. The weather's too hot all the time. It's too expensive. Blah, 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 blah. I come here and everyone's like, yeah, how you like the place? Yeah, I live over on blah, blah, blah. It's a good time. We're having a barbecue like on Saturday. I'm like, what are you trying to sell me, man? What is this?
I don't want a Bible
that we're starting here. Yeah. What's going on? But people just like living here. So it's better. It's better to live at. Cali's cool to visit, you know, have a good time, get work, get money.
Yeah.
But living there, man, I lived there my whole life. And yeah, I'd say it's better here.
So I'm guessing there was no second guessing the decision. I mean, you didn't have to make a decision really. You were good to go from the moment they told you they were moving.
Well, dude, I live life like a it doesn't make, my life has never made sense. So I'm very rarely like grounded and have roots in places where even if they tomorrow were like, so we're going to move back, I'd be like, all right, when, you know, like I don't really, I don't care. I'm kind of, I just go with the flow. I know I'll make it work wherever. So yeah, it was never a big question for me. Christina still laughs that when they finally brought it up and they were like, so remember this joke we've been talking about, how we're going to go to Texas? What if it was true? And she still laughs because instantly I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, when are we going? They're like, what if it was next month? Like, you would just go? I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Well, yeah, if you're not tied to anything, why not?
Awesome.
Yeah, that's just how I live. I don't know.
And you can't find a better employer. So how are you going to pass that up?
You know what I'm saying? It's like looking for comedy podcast studio. Yeah,
there's not a bigger one.
Not going to be easy for me to find.
Well, they're not in the room, so you can be honest now. How are they to work for? I mean, you can be honest. They're not around.
They're racist. They're homophobic. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, they're the best. They treat me like family. Like since before I was working full time, and like, you know, they got to see that I was loyal and everything. Like, dude, there was paid lunches. Like they treat me like family, like legitimately. So it's,
just watching the shows, it feels like that.
It does. Yeah. Like they really like. So how'd that transition? You're in the studio or you're in the booth. Every once in a while it cuts you guys, but now they bring you on the podcast and other podcasts and they talk to you. Seems like more and more. Yeah. How'd that transition, or did you expect that?
I mean, it was fun because it's fun, you know, when you get to like be on camera, especially if it's on a fun show like that.
Heck yeah.
But it was definitely a learning experience because, man, I mean, I'm about to hit 40,000 on Instagram, and it's not, you'd think that that's the life that you'd want just because it's a bigger number, I guess. You would imagine that that's where you want to be. But especially with as fast as it was, because it was for someone so much crazier famous, and I just took like a picture next to him. It was it's overwhelming to say the least. The attention that comes from it, the fun that I get to have, the characters that I get to play, the jokes that I get to, all that stuff, awesome. I love that. I love being able to talk to like Dr. Drew like it's nothing. We just talk now. It's like
Very
that's natural. Awesome. But
I was gonna say,
but the attention, it's a little bit overwhelming.
I was gonna say you're definitely a natural on camera. I love the chemistry you and Dr. Drew have. I mean, I think it would be a great show with you on it all the time, actually. So
that is you know, my therapist told me a long time ago, when I get a compliment, to say that's a nice thing to say, because I can't process it. I want to argue with you so bad right now, but I'm just gonna say that's a nice thing to say.
Fair enough.
But I appreciate it.
I mean, we can shit on you for an hour if you want. I mean,
I'd be so much more comfortable with
right?
Speaking of shit, though.
Oh boy.
They did.
What's the question?
When was the last time?
When's the last time you shit this week or the weekend?
Chief, well, Chief, now the truth is, I really don't know. I don't keep track of it. I specifically don't like to think about it. So once I'm in there, I'm somewhere else. And when I come out, it's as though it never happened. I get to forget until the next fan comments on some fucking picture of mine. When's the last time you shit, Annie? You stupid bitch. Like, God damn it.
So glad they brought that up, right?
So glad. It's so cool. It's really cool that that's like basically my brand at this point. It's probably the coolest thing that I've ever done. Yeah.
Well, in that, we'll just say cocktails and Dimples of the Beard. So we picked a drink for you this week.
Yes.
So we are drinking Poop Deck. So
the name, we were gonna say beer. Copy that. Okay.
Well, I have a beer as well because this thing sounded fucking disgusting. So I was like,
does.
Yeah.
So I have a beer as well.
What is in that?
But I looked it up, and so it's called Poop Deck. And it's got brandy, blackberry brandy, and port wine.
Yeah.
Shaken up over ice. And it's in honor of you. We're drinking Poop Deck.
Well,
I'm flattered. I'm disgusted. I'm angry. I'm happy. I have a mix of feelings.
Gives you all the feelings. In honor of you, mine is just going to sit there and look disgusting for the whole show.
Well, I'm going to have a drink in your honor, buddy.
Well, thank you. Cheers. I got my little something.
Oh, yeah.
Something beer.
Good one.
That's from Bert. Bert put a bunch of these in my fridge after he destroyed my entire, my whole stock of all my beers, basically. He's like, here you go.
So speaking of Bert, today's Two Bears, One Cave episode was probably the funniest I've ever seen.
Which one was that? Because
it's the one where they get high and smoke cigars and drink tequila, and holy fuck, they were messed up.
Yeah, the one that's going to cause me damages later. That's yeah. I love that one. Oh, super cool.
Oh my God.
I forget everything that was said on that podcast, but that was one of the funnest ones that we've ever recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, they certainly didn't really talk about anything, but it was fucking hilarious.
They just got screwed up, and my whole house still smells like cigars in certain places. That was not recorded like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
It still smells like cigars in my house in certain places. Yeah. It's not gonna go away, but I'll just have a nice conversation with the landlord. Like, you ever heard of podcasts, man?
Yeah.
What you got to get it done,
My job. It's my job.
What do you want me to do? Go complain to Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer?
Well, I thought Bert said he was going to pay for the damages, so you're good.
He sure did.
Yeah,
that was recorded.
It was.
You are correct, sir. He sure did. Yes.
I think he's fine. I think he can afford it, so you're good.
I hope so. It's coming.
We just a couple episodes ago, we had the girl who got her ass signed by Bert and then tattooed. We had her on the podcast.
Whoa. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, she got it signed and then tattooed that exact
his signature on her ass. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So she went straight to the parlor after that and just
she wrapped it in saran wrap basically and then went the next day.
Sprayed hairspray on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
She sprayed her ass with hairspray to protect it somehow. Wow. And then I don't know when she went. I
think the next day
or something.
Yeah.
That was in what, Ohio?
Yeah. Iowa. Well,
when Bert was in Iowa a month ago?
No, it was back in October. It was like the night before we saw him in Green Bay.
That's a month ago, as far as I know. I forget times and dates, so whatever.
Yesterday, a month ago.
It's all
good.
But
your drink?
Wow, that is dedication. That is
tastes
dedication.
Like chocolate, kind of.
You said that's good?
Mm-hmm.
How does it taste like? Didn't you say it's like 3 different alcohols? And that's it?
Well, port wine is really sweet, so yeah.
I don't know anything about wine. I feel like I'm gonna regret that as I get older. Like, I don't know anything about any alcohol at all except what fucks me up. That's
well, that's all you need, right?
What fucks me up more.
Yeah.
But you are a beer drinker, is what
I mean, I have. Well, I mean, so I grew up basically in a nightclub. Like, my dad owned a nightclub in Hollywood. And you would think that means I was born into being rich and all that shit. It's not true. He didn't pay taxes. He's terrible. So he left when I was 4. So he basically, whenever I would hang out at his house, I would be in the nightclub, and I was like 7, 8, the only thing I could do was play pool. So I got obsessed with pool, but I also like took, like, I would see him host that club, like, because, you know, as the owner, he would basically just schmooze the whole night. So to see that, I don't know, it's like, in a way, I've just been replicating that over my life. Like, I have every type of alcohol you could imagine in this house, multiple versions of it, like anything that you, I mean, you saw when they were like, hey, what kind of, you got any tequila in here? You got any whiskey in here? I'm like, yep. You got like the big ice cube? Yep. You got the skull ice cube? Yep. You want fucking bitters? I got all that shit. I don't know anything about it. It's just because I was raised in a nightclub. So I'm just used to that like environment. So I want to have the ability to give anyone any type of alcohol at any time. And that means having a shitload of beers. But no, I don't really, honestly, I don't drink. I fucking
don't have time.
Don't have time. It fucks me up so fast. I'm a lightweight. You know, I drank. I did that thing that annoying guests do where they're like, hey, you want to do it at a time that we didn't agree to? An hour earlier. I was like, hey, you guys want to like get on right now? And you're like, yeah, I'll set it up in like 30. What the fuck is wrong with you? So I just assumed that maybe you'd be down. And I started drinking, and I didn't realize I should stop drinking when you said, no, we'll be ready in like 45 minutes. I'm like 3 beers in. I'm already fucking wasted. I'm done. Like,
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I got.
Oh, well, then we'll get to the good question.
Right. So what's next on what's the next live episode gonna
be? Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah. Nice.
No, we're good.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know anything about alcohol. Do you guys?
Well, you'll learn as you go.
Do you? So wait, is it so cocktails with dimples in the beard? Is that just because, like, how did you come up with that name? Are you guys alcohol like enthusiasts of any kind? Like, do you know everything about?
We do not know everything about
old fashioned. Okay.
Yeah. We probably drink more than we should, and we have since we've known each other for 25 years. Drank more than we should,
and we live in Wisconsin. It's what we do.
It's kind of what we do in Wisconsin.
Got you. Drink. So it's drinking culture in Wisconsin.
Absolutely,
it's very big.
Kind of cool though. It's kind of cool. It's cool to have something. Yeah.
We're fat and we like to drink. That's what we got up here.
That's what we got going for you.
And we make good cheese. That's it.
Yo, white people and cheese. What is going on with the cheese?
Wait, I just watched an episode where you talked about how skinny you stay by eating a pound of fucking cheese every day.
I love cheese, but I don't know anything about. See, it's the same thing with beer. I'll drink beer, but I don't know anything about it. Yeah. I don't know different types of cheese. You know, I just like I eat pizza all the damn time. That's when I say a pound of cheese, that's the type of cheese I'm eating. I ain't eating like brie and fucking, I don't know, whatever the hell, fucking provolone and what. I don't even know the different types of cheeses. I sound like an idiot trying to come up with them.
Well, you got to
whatever's on the pizza you eat, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
all right.
They do.
All right.
They did like the 5. I've never had the 5 cheese pizza. They have like the Tuscan 5 cheese. Because I'm like, it's just cheese. Like, what's the? I feel like you guys are screwing me. You know,
it's pizza like, cheese.
Yeah, it's like, so what's the difference between a cheese pizza and a fucking Tuscan 5 cheese? It's still cheese. Why am I paying more money?
Yeah, it's $20 more.
God damn it. So yeah, I don't know anything about cheese. I don't know anything about beer. I don't know anything about anything.
That's what you told me when I asked you to come on. You're like, yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't know anything about anything.
That's right. It's true.
I don't know anything about anything.
I specifically set out as a kid to not know anything about anything, and I've done a pretty damn good job, I have to say. Pretty damn good job.
Good for you.
And look where you got yourself. See, This just proof you don't need to know shit.
You don't.
But to answer your question quick, we just incorporated the drinking because we were gonna, before we ever got to bringing guests on, we were just gonna start the podcast with us drinking and bullshitting.
Just bullshitting.
Yeah. And then
that's how it always starts.
And then as we traveled, it was a flight attendant one time when we got boarded a plane and we were walking together. His beard was actually longer at the time.
Yep.
And the flight attendant said, "Oh, so what adventures are Dimples in the Beard up to today?" And we're like, "Oh, she's talking about us." You know, we didn't know. So she came up with the name because I guess I was smiling and he was behind him in the beard, and
I was not.
He was not smiling.
Smiling.
And then when we left, she said it again. Goodbye, Dimples in the beard. And fast forward 2 or 3 years, I remembered that, and I said, "Well, why not?"
Man, you gotta really watch the specifics of when you tell that story, though, because you're gonna blow up and you're gonna get a phone call from that. She's like, "Hey, remember when I said it
before that?"
Yeah. Who said it first? Where's my 10%, Chief?
Damn it!
I expect a check in the mail.
I don't even know what flight that was, but anyways, you're right. She's gonna be like, "I remember those 2 dudes."
Yeah, right. There'll be a lot of flight attendants who will suddenly remember us.
Dimples in the beard.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Yeah.
Could it be my ticket?
Yeah. I don't think we gotta worry about that.
Hey man, there's no way that Tom and Christina thought, 10, 11 years ago that they were gonna be where they are right now with a show about dicks and farts. There's no fucking chance. There's no chance they saw this shit coming.
Yeah.
Just keep it going, man.
They don't hide it. They don't back down. I love it.
No, it's still dicks and farts. It's just with, super high production value equipment around.
Right.
That's all. Still dicks and farts, though. Still dicks and farts.
So who finds all the clips?
You guys, the fans. Really? Yeah. It's like, maybe Tom will send us something and be like, "Hey, could you prep this?" And Christina will find a TikTok. "Could you prep this?"
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's all user generated. Like still to this day, it's all viewer generated. Yeah.
Do you have to get permission or anything to re-show those or anything? Like a TikTok video of somebody or?
So you mean like if you submitted like whatever some girl's TikTok, would I need to go search for?
Yeah, like that, or if Tom sends you, "Hey, prepare this TikTok video," and it's of me, do you have to ask me if permission to show it on your show or not?
No,
you don't, obviously.
you would if it was like national television, but because it's the internet, YouTube has a what is that right called? Shit, I forget what the actual right is called, but basically if it's transformative content, which basically means you're taking this piece of art or this product that is somebody else's, but you're using it in terms of your own content, and then you are transforming it into a different experience. Technically, is it fair use? Fair use.
Okay.
Yeah, it's YouTube's fair use.
Go.
So yeah,
interesting.
So when it comes to at the end of the day, it's sketchy though, dude. Like YouTube doesn't have any exact guidelines on it, because at the end of the day, if I did have content and then you did put it on your show and I didn't like it and I sent a copyright strike, I mean, I could definitely put you through hell at the end of like you might be able to put it on there anyway, but you're gonna have to deal with like denying the strike and then going for an appeal, and then meanwhile your whole video, the whole show is down. So it's you can definitely make it annoying if you have content that's out there and being transformed. But
hasn't happened yet.
It's the internet because the internet's not regulated, so it's still very odd. Yeah, there's no real guideline on it.
It's the wild, wild west.
All right.
Yeah, but I love it that way, right? Wouldn't it suck?
It makes your job easier, doesn't
television? Yeah. Well, I don't do that stuff. I don't do the drops and the content and whatever. I'm all the tech. I'm this and the camera and that's all me. So none of that changes whether it's national TV or not.
Did you go to schooling for any of that tech stuff, or you just pick it up as you went?
Nah, man. Remember, I didn't want to learn shit.
That goes all around.
Directly against my plan. No, I just.
Then how did you learn it?
I just always grew up being that kid. I was the tech kid. I was the nerd. Like God, do you remember when Game Boys were a thing?
Oh yeah.
So Game Boys, the game that like I feel changed it was Pokemon, because Pokemon, not only was it like so addicting, it was like a little infinite Tamagotchi where you had multiple. It was like that, but also it was groundbreaking in the sense that you could trade and battle against your friends. That was huge. It was like you couldn't really do that before Pokemon. So, but because it was so new, the technology behind it was so jank that like in order to play just your friend that was right next to you, you had to have like 3 different cables and fucking adapters and like connect a battery backwards and then flip it around and wrap a cable around. It was like no one knew how to do it. You had to have that friend that knew the right cable and like setup. And I was that guy. I grew up with cables in my drawers instead of clothes. Like I was that kid. I was lame as fuck. And eventually I found out how to make a career out of it. It was not learned. Just I always loved tech stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Did you do the tech stuff in high school for plays and stuff or not?
I took a computer class. Like I did editing in high school, but it was very like I can't say I took much away from that. Like I just joked.
Sure.
I just joked around the whole time. I was just a piece of shit in school. Like I never paid attention.
I think we all were here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's a piece of advice you can give to tech advice you can give to the home podcaster that, you know, looks like shit because their lighting's terrible? Is there
advice to a home podcaster? I mean, dude, it's such a podcasting and production in any sense is such a journey that like I just don't know what part of that journey you're on, because I said it on my stories a while ago. Someone was like, what is like the for dummies, like quick guide that you could say for somebody starting a podcast?
Yeah.
I said, use your phone. Just use your phone, record with like a shitty, $15 ring light right behind it, and clip that on, put it on a desk and shoot it at your face and just talk for 30 minutes. And here's the thing, you're going to hate it. You're going to think this sucks, that sucks, this sucks. But what it does is it makes you learn what is going wrong. So like you said, if you don't like your lighting, if you are going to excel in this industry, then tonight you're going to look up what is a 3-point lighting structure, you'll go through figuring out what you need.
Absolutely.
In your journey. But as far as like it also depends on like budget and stuff. Are you using a camera, like a camcorder, or are you using a webcam? What are you using?
It's just a webcam. Yeah.
The webcam?
Yeah.
So
which tonight is the first night we've used it.
Oh, really? So what have you been using thus far? Like
just the camera.
Webcam?
Yeah, just the camera on the laptop. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a huge upgrade. That is a huge upgrade.
Well, I think as you said, from our day, we started with no video. So
yeah.
We've got
And what'd you guys start with? Just like was it a phone? Was it like you put into a Zoom recorder? How'd you start?
I think we bought some mics.
Yeah, we bought mics and just recorded straight into the laptop with mics.
Into a laptop, okay.
Yeah, now we got the Zoom recorder. So
then upgraded mics and
we upgraded mics since we started
and so now you have you said a Zoom recorder, so you have like split like ISOs for your voice, his voice, my voice.
Yep.
Hell yeah. But see, it's like, because I would tell you like, hey, there's so much benefit to having multi-track audio. You're going to be able to, in the case that I say something in the middle of what you guys are saying, but you want to take that out, or I cough while you're saying something very important. It's like, you're going to be able to take that. But how do you explain that to someone that doesn't do this? Like that hasn't had that problem. You can't explain. They're like, well, it doesn't sound like something. I'm just going to get the mic and like a laptop.
Right,
so
right.
You have to figure it out yourself. I mean, this looks great. How long have you been doing this?
We're coming up on a year.
Yeah.
Coming up on a year.
Yep.
Okay.
You're 40.
Yeah.
You're going to be like that. 40
episode like 48, 49, something like that. Yeah.
I would say because audio is the most important, whether you're doing video or not. Audio is the most important. You can listen to a show that looks like shit. You will not watch a show that sounds like shit.
That's true.
So if I were to say what the next upgrade would be, it's actually not lighting. I would say like some type of mic arm, like figure out if you want to mount it to a desk or if you want to put it on an end table or some shit, and then a good mic at the end of it. And that will be huge for your production value. If you were doing like music videos or something, I might say like a gimbal. Gimbals are a game changer. But since you're sitting down, it's like you honestly don't even need to see it. You just do it because that's like standard. But Like I said,
Well,
people will watch people will listen to a shitty video. They'll never watch a shitty audio.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, and when we were doing just audio, I don't think video is just where it's at now. It's hard to get people interested in just an audio podcast anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
It was just
and isn't it funny though that like you have a webcam, and I imagine, is it mounted on the laptop or is it mounted on like?
No, it's right in the laptop. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, but the webcam you're using now, is it mounted on the top of the webcam?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, right. Yep.
Okay.
Right behind it. Yeah.
But isn't it funny that like you're doing the exact same thing, but you just flipped on a damn webcam and put it on the top of your laptop, and that's like, you will have a significant increase in your audience. Isn't that crazy? It's like, I'm just looking at two faces saying the exact same thing I would have been listening to otherwise, but we need that like something to stare at.
That visual, that's what we realized after 10 in or something. We're like,
it's
boom, it was completely, that was a big jump for us too. So
well, I think we knew we needed to go to video. We booked the first Playmate and we were like, there's no way we can, we can't do a Playmate audio only.
Yes.
Very true.
So
very true.
But we need to see her.
Then that ended up being the episode I forgot to record video wise.
No.
The first Playmate.
So
you're so excited, man.
Did you just put like a collage of her pictures on the video instead?
You bet. You bet. Yeah.
Just pretend she's talking. Just pretend.
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
She's coming. We're lucky enough she's gonna come back. So
because I think she's like, all right, that sucks. I don't have a good video.
You know what? Now that I think of it, I've actually forgotten 3 times.
3 times.
I don't remember 3.
3 times. Yeah. Yep.
He's like, I do.
Yeah, I do. They fucking hurt. They hurt.
Yeah, they keep you up at night. Yeah. I think about my mistakes every night. Absolutely.
After the first one, because we used to sit at a table, and I put a big sign behind me for him to stare at that said, "Is the record starting?" And he came in the first night. He's like, "You fucker."
Yep.
I'm like, "I'll do it," but you're anal. You want to do it? So
yes,
you're the dude. That's a responsibility, man. You're the tech guy. That's the responsibility.
Really, I know.
I never got mad about it.
I've missed recording two separate Playmates and 1 actor. So
and I had to talk about the ledge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When are you gonna fire this guy, huh?
Right. We were lucky so much. What do you? The actor came back on for us and basically kind of redid the episode almost verbatim. I mean, not verbatim,
but he was awesome.
But,
really? Wait, he did another take of a podcast?
He did.
Holy
he did
shit.
It. He was so fantastic.
What a good dude.
Yeah.
He really is. That Koopa, boy.
That is such a ask. Holy shit.
Yeah, we were like, so sorry, but you want to do it again, or we could put pictures of you and your movie across, and he's like, I'll come back on.
Yeah.
It's funny. He's an actor. He's used to it. He's like, oh, take 2, got it.
Right.
Right. So cool, dude. Top. So
yeah.
I can't.
I've forgotten to record. I have forgotten to set up a camera. I have forgotten tons of things. And the part that sucks the most is because I come from live. So when you fuck up in live, it's like,
yeah.
Ooh, there's no collage that you can put across the fucking screen. Like the whole room is watching your fuck up collectively, actively, as you just panic. Like, how do I fix it? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? God damn. You were gonna say something though. I interrupted you. Sorry.
Well, now I want to say, what was your worst fuck up?
Oh, my worst fuck up. You guys don't even. People don't even know about this.
Or did you forget about it already? Because you're like, I forget everything.
No.
Okay, good.
I forget everything else. Like I dissociate from regular life. Like, what did you eat earlier today? What was my last big fuck up? I got it. I got it 100% for you. I can remember like it was yesterday. It was the Florida live show.
Okay.
So it was YMH Live 5. And so we were in Florida. It was our first not just live show, but live in-person show that we did for a podcast.
Yep.
So there was a lot of new, obstacles and stuff, but we did it. We put it together over like a day. It was in a club and we had it sending. We had the like Tom's clips sending to like 37 different TVs in the club venue and stuff. It was super cool, super fun to put together. But there was a part we brought a mixer and we brought a backup mixer in case, because like having multi-track ISO recordings of everything, very useful, very important in the case of a fuck up.
Yeah.
And what we did is we recorded the mixer and the backup mixer at the same time. We started recording them at the exact same time. And we had it feeding to like whatever, a 32 gig like flash drive. And that flash drive ran out of space right before the heavy segment was about to start, which is pretty much the most important part of the show. It was so, and both mixers at the same time, both the main and the backup were like, the show, like the recording is about to run out of space, plug in new memory or file will be corrupt, blah blah blah. And it didn't give a countdown, it just said like it's gonna fuck up soon, so like be ready for that. And it was like 5 seconds, and it was like done. It just stopped recording. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm panicking because I see 2 mixers not recording, and it's the most important part of the fucking show. So I'm like, I'm panicking because everyone in the venue doesn't know, like we're recording this on the back end, so everyone's having a great time, everyone's screaming, and like the first clips are playing and stuff, and we're not recording the sound. Luckily, we ended up figuring out because I recorded it through the line cut, which was on a video, blah blah blah. But in the moment, what ended up happening is so it was a flash drive per mixer, and they were just the same size flash drive. So the main flash drive had less lines recorded on it. So I just took a risk and I deleted the main recording, and I kept the backup so that I could start recording on the main from the new empty flash drive.
Sure.
And I'd have the old show on this backup drive, hopefully. And I mean, it worked. It took me it's so funny because I remember thinking like, dude, we missed like 12 minutes of the show. Like, we're fucked. There's no way we're not going to be able to put this together. Tom's going to fucking throw me into a brick wall. Like, there's no way that I'm going to recover from this. It was 19 seconds that we were down. I was just freaking out, like the most escalated freak out I think I've ever had. But yeah, it was literally 20 seconds, and then we put the new one in, and luckily it worked. I realized like a month later that if it didn't work, because it said that you're risking corruption. If that recording got corrupted and I deleted the main, YMH Live 5 would not have come out at all. Like, beyond the biggest fuck up of all fucking time I've ever had.
Your bigger fuck up.
Oh my god. But no, yeah, it ended up being pretty much a nothing. It was we like cut it in post, and there was like leftover audio on a different video track that we recorded, so it worked out. But I was sweating balls, and I didn't even think about the fact that if it corrupted, we wouldn't even have a show. I didn't even think about that. Sure. I was just stressed about apparently 20 seconds of lost time.
It's crazy. But,
yeah.
If I would ask you, you're like 12 minutes. No, it was 20 seconds. That's crazy.
It was literally 20 seconds. Yeah.
That's
cool. And you can ask too. And I feel bad too, because it was like, it was the heavy segment, so it was towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
And so I'm panicking after the show's over, trying to figure out, what do we have? What do we not have? What do I need to recover and figure out? And there's like fans coming up being like, dude, you ran such a good show. Thanks, man. Like, I love you, bro. And I'm like, no, get the fuck away from me. And I'm like, typing away on a keyboard. I looked like such a dick that night. I was so mad at myself.
Oh, so fuck. Mad. I can't even imagine.
That was so scary.
Yeah. Forgetting these playmates doesn't seem like anything now. I'm good. So what's your trigger in the heavy segment? Which ones can't you watch?
Oh, dude, I don't watch any of them. Didn't you? I'm waiting for that information to finally spread to Tom, and he's gonna really not be happy when he hears it, because that's like his whole, like, he loves it. He loves to make everybody cry and hate themselves. But I don't do it. I don't watch. Because I'm the switcher, and I've been switching for so long. I don't need to look at a screen. I've had to switch shows where I didn't have a screen before because it just didn't work. It's live production. you have to work without shit all the time. So yeah, there's tons of times where as soon as the heavy segment comes on, I'm like this and I'm switching. And they're like, hey, Annie, what do you think about that? I'm like, yeah, super cool. Yep. Switch. I am not looking. I don't look at any of that shit, man. I can't have that. I tried the one time. Actually, I tried before we even got to heavy. Like heavy segment is because of the shit that we tried to show on YouTube first.
Right.
And I didn't watch it back then with fucking Norm and all that stuff. No, I ain't watching it. I ain't watching it, Chief. You can't make me. I mean, you can. And
you can,
you know, I'm real scared for the day that Tom finds out. But until then, I'm chilling.
Your secret's good with us.
Hell yeah. I appreciate you guys. You guys got my back.
Absolutely.
If you need this head cut out, just let me know. We'll get rid of it. If you wake up tomorrow going, what did I say? Fuck.
Delete the video. Delete the whole video.
The whole thing.
You forgot to press record. One of those.
No, it says it right up in the left-hand corner, recording. I can see it.
Well, I don't. So you got to tell me what if it's true or not. But after all your talk that you've just done to us, then I saw. I don't know. GQ sexiest technical director in podcasts. I saw you on the cover of GQ.
Wait, what? No, that was a joke for sure. That must have been a joke. No, I would have been contacted for that. There's no way that's real. No.
Well, somebody made one up because I was searching you the other day, you know, and all of a sudden it's like GQ cover. You're on the face. You're on the cover.
No way.
Sexiest technical director in podcasting.
That is hilarious. Absolutely not. No. I mean,
are you just sure you block it out?
No, I mean, you know, shout out to whichever fan was nice enough to fake that one, but no, that has to be fake for sure.
So
I've never done an article of any kind.
How's the box? How's the room with the boxes?
It is almost to the ceiling now. Yeah, it's
crazy.
Or actually, right, you saw the picture.
I didn't know if it had progressed since then. That was just yesterday or the day before, wasn't it?
You know, it's a monster. It requires daily sacrifice. Yeah, it's always getting bigger. It's always getting crazier. It didn't start that way, you know, like it was supposed to be one of those like for another day things.
Yeah.
You know, that day has not come.
When you're moving, you got a lot of boxes. What are you gonna? Whoops.
Yeah, it was. I mean, dude, it was because it's not just
him. But it's his name.
Oh.
It's got your name.
I can't see it.
Can't see it.
I can't see it.
Sexiest technical director in podcasting.
No. That is some fan that made
That's
that.
Fantastic.
Sure. I can't see it, but I'm sure.
Make sure you send
nice
it. We'll have to
send it to you. But a fan, you got a fan that loves you, man.
Dude, dude, the support from fans is, again, it's overwhelming. It's confusing. But I mean, it's the best feeling ever. So yeah, they're super nice.
You imagine you're like, I'm behind the scenes. I don't need that. I'm not going to do that.
I spent most of my life trying to hide from the front of the scenes, and here I am. Here
you are. Front. And we do, and we really appreciate you coming on. It's been,
of course,
yes. Dude,
thank you for inviting me. It's pretty bizarre of an ask, I guess. Just because I'm still at the end of the day just the guy behind the camera, so it definitely feels weird. But it's cool to be here.
You're natural. You're natural in front of the
camera. Don't
camera.
compliment him.
Oh,
that's a nice thing to say.
Suck,
you know that? That is a nice thing to say. I agree.
Whoa,
I suck. Yeah.
So on your Instagram, what's with your secret time? You've been doing that a while?
Secret time is a trip, bro.
Well, I'll tell you, I read it and I'm like, wait, you're telling secrets? You didn't do all that. And then I caught on because it took me a bit. So
I realized that like I checked my own stories like a little bit after I posted the question. And so I just saw a bunch of the you know, people admitting stuff. And I'm like, oh, this looks like I am just saying I do all this shit. But right? I totally get how it would look like that. But it just started.
You had a hell of a childhood.
Right? You're like, Jesus, like I think this guy's gonna go to prison soon if he keeps saying all this shit. Like FBI is close, man.
What made you do that?
Well, I mean, for a long time I was telling basically all my own secrets on like Instagram. Like I would always do questions. I like doing the question thing on Instagram where you're like, ask me a question or whatever. and a lot of them were like deeply personal shit. And I'm like, fuck it, why not? Let's just put all my information out there to Instagram. And so there was a night where I'm like, you know what? I want to see what people would say to me. Like, would people do what I do and be as open as I am? Let's see.
Yeah.
And so I put like, tell me a secret. I won't put your identity, because if you answer a question on stories and I share that, no one else sees who sent that response. I only get to see it. And so I put your secret, whatever you want, and I'll post it if it's cool. Holy shit. I got like, within like 5 minutes, he was like, my dad is my cousin. It's like, holy fuck, what the I thought you were going to say like, I ran a red light last night. Like, Jesus. Dude, they were telling me their whole life story. That someone literally admitted to murder this last time. Someone literally admitted, not to them doing the murder. They said, what do they say? They said, my aunt OD'd on heroin, and it was the boyfriend who gave her the lethal dose, and the police never heard that information. So he's just out there, and technically he murdered my aunt. I'm like, you shouldn't be telling me this. I can't believe you just said that. Insane. Insane.
I like the girl was a girl who admitted to like pulling nudes of somebody else and selling them in school and making like 80 grand
in high school.
Want to know the funniest part? Not a girl. That was not a girl.
That's right. It was a dude.
That was a dude.
Yeah.
That was a guy. It's crazy the shit that people are telling me. Some of it you could tell it's like, it is bullshit. There's like, oh, I robbed a bank last week for $70. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Right.
Most of it is like stuff I am not down to share, where it's like they're glorifying themselves like fucking somebody over. I'm like, I don't want to. This feels. I don't want to make you think you did the right thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and not share this one.
Okay.
But some of them are fucking bangers, and it was random. It was to answer your question, where it come from. Totally random. I was just like, I wonder what people would tell me.
Okay.
I tell people so much shit. If you watch all the shows, you know way too much shit about me. Way too much shit. So I'm like, I wonder what other people would be comfortable sharing. And
well, that is true. They
apparently everything.
Tom and Christine will not, if you don't answer something, they just don't stop till they get what they want to hear. They'll keep asking you and bring it, ask you a different way and make it fun or.
Well, dude, it's like, because I mean, think about it. We're recording an hour for every show. We have 7 podcasts, and all of them are basically weekly. Yeah. I mean, we're talking all the time about, most of the time, nothing, but it's like, how long can you talk about nothing? Right. It's like, well, I shot a guy once, it's like, holy shit, wait, hold on. It's like, I got nothing left to talk about except my deep dark secrets. I guess I'll just tell you all those too.
Right. So then,
what are you gonna do?
We're gonna change subject to something funny, which made me laugh.
All right.
When you walked into your home studio with the blow up doll on the couch. And I think I laughed the hardest when they showed the other angle, and Tom's like, "Well, I didn't see this one before," and you were still mad when you were leaving.
Yeah. Well, that was the same angle. Yeah, it was just that I was leaving. The lights were on. I already got fooled by it, and I just because I react. So I have such a fast reaction to things that I don't have time to process, like, oh, I've been here. It's safe. It's not real. Yeah. I just react to whatever's in front of me, and my emotions are at fucking 10. So yeah, it was, and I'm always paranoid. I'm that guy where, like, if I hear a noise at 11 o'clock at night, I'm like, who the fuck was that? And every time, if anyone's with me, they're like, what are you talking? It was probably just like outside. I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back. I start fucking checking the outside. I'm going around like I'm fucking a Navy SEAL or some shit going on. Like, you in there? I always talk shit to people that aren't there. I'm just like, if you're in here, you're dead.
I got a gun.
I swear to God, I got a gun. You're gonna die tonight. You don't want to do this shit. You don't want to do this shit. Came to the wrong house. So I
think you said a few of those things when you walked out.
I bet I fucking did. That's all I know how to do is, like, I gotta show you that you're in danger, because I feel like I'm in so much danger. We gotta be equally matched, at least when we meet. But yeah, when I walked in, dude, the scariest thing, because I just saw the legs first.
Okay.
You know? So I shook up, but I had to like look, and I looked and I saw the rest, and it was like man, it was all in 1 second, but the thoughts that went through my head were like, I'm going to be kidnapped. I'm probably going to be like sex trafficked or something, or like maybe tortured, because this dude is not just sitting in a fucking random studio overnight, but he's chilling. He's not even like like, you know, like jumping up to be like, hey, what's up, motherfucker? Like, give me your money. It ain't nothing. Like, he's just like sitting there. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm like beyond dead. I'm really dead.
Because the legs were like straight.
They were chilling. He was just like
relaxed.
Yep. Like, go ahead, walk through that door, homie. Like, I got you. So in the, you know, whatever 2-3 seconds that it took me to realize that it was fake, there was just so much emotions that went through. And yeah, I ended up just talking shit anyway, because now I feel dumb, and I'm just angry at myself, and I'm angry at the doll, and I'm angry at fucking I sent Nadav and Zolo and all those motherfuckers a text. It was like midnight. I'm like, I don't fucking care, because I was sick too. I was sick. I came in there. I don't know if you saw what I was dressed. I was dressed in some stupid shit because I was sick, and I was like at home. I had like night pants on, and I immediately texted them. I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers with your stupid fucking jokes, with your dumb fucking fake Christinas and shit. Why do you even? No one needs a fucking doll in the damn chair. Why do you have to save the doll? Like, she's fucking back already. Just delete this shit. Throw this shit away. They're all laughing at me and shit. I was so fucking mad. And then I did the work. The reason why I forgot again is because I did the work. It took me like 2 hours to do that work. So I was like uploading and like re-exporting a fucking clip or some shit. So by the time I go out, I'm like, I'm already done with all that shit. So I go out to leave, and then I saw it again. I'm like, fuck, oh, you stupid fucking. Texted him again. I'm like, you dumb, I'm gonna fucking quit if you don't fucking throw this shit in the garbage. Like, I swear to God. I was so mad.
Oh.
I'm just so bad with scary shit, man. I react too damn fast.
Well,
so shit,
I don't mean to have your heart jump, but it gave me some chuckles. Just from you were like, fuck you, whatever you were saying. Why the fuck does it have to be here? What the fuck is this here?
It's you know what I think. Why I think most people think it's funny is because my black comes out. I don't talk like a stereotypical black dude until you scare the fuck out of me. And I'm like, you punk motherfucker, I swear to God, you got me playing. You fucking playing too much, man. Why you out here with these fucking games? I ain't signing this shit like I'm hood or some shit. Nigga, I came from like basically Beverly Hills. I ain't fucking. That shit comes out though. That shit comes out. I remember the streets of Beverly Hills.
Oh fuck.
Can you guys do that shit? Like some people just watch that stuff and don't fucking care. Like, can you watch scary movies and you're just like, yeah, that's a cool special effect. Like, you see what he did there is they turn how are you talking? How are you functioning? How are you not dying inside right now? Are you guys like that?
Yeah.
Nope. I can't watch them without getting scared. No, but I like it. I like getting. Yeah. But I definitely get scared.
Another white person thing.
Hell yeah.
I like getting scared. I like danger. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No,
well, I like my danger in movies. I'm not doing any real danger. So
yeah, but it's like, but technically it's real because it's right. It's making you feel like you're in the scary movie. Unless that's just me. When you watch the scary movie, do you feel like you're in that dark closet that like?
No. I'm thinking, that sucks for this motherfucker. I'm good. I'm not in the movie.
I know what you mean. I think, what would I be doing right now?
I'll tell you what, it's never what they're doing. Nope.
Yeah, usually it's not that.
Nope.
And then I'm like, what's that? Why are you making them do this? Because I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but
no. Yeah. What's that sound in that deep dark basement? Better go check it out with no lights. You just go fucking see what's up. I don't need lights for this. I know this basement.
Lights not working. Yep, not going down there tonight. That would be me. Yeah. Nope, I'm not going in. But
I can't even believe you would check the fucking switch. No. If I heard a sound in the basement after 10 p.m., it's like, oh, that shit gets boarded up. We're never going in there again. There's nothing that important down there. I wouldn't put anything that important down there. That shit just doop doop doop. Yep, some of this, and we're done. All right, no one goes.
No more basement. We're good.
Nope. You touch that basement, kicked out of the house. Kicked out of the house. Don't ever even talk about the basement.
How do you live by yourself? You must be terrified nonstop.
Yeah, a lot of anxiety. Yeah, a lot of cops called. No, it's a new experience, but yeah, I mean, shit, man, fucking complete truth. I sleep with my windows like completely shut. I sleep with my bathroom doors closed. I sleep with my room door closed and locked. And I have a gun underneath my pillow. My bedroom door is locked. Yes. I live by myself. Yes. And I sleep with a gun underneath my blanket or underneath my pillow and underneath my mattress and in my car in case I gotta go run to the car. Yeah. It's just in case.
Well, that's very smart.
I am locked and fucking loaded, dude. And there's no reason for it. I'm just paranoid. I'm paranoid about nothing real for some reason. It's just how I am. I don't know.
But you're prepared.
I'm too prepared. I'm prepared for literally nothing.
But you understand, any of these horror monsters from the movies, a gun won't do any good. So I'm just want to help you out there by saying.
Yeah, see, that's what they want you to think. But it's not. It's not accurate. You see. It's just a movie. It's just a movie. Real ghosts get hurt by guns.
Okay, well, then we'll go with that.
It's different logic, man.
Were you into guns in California, or just because Texas you can have 27 guns before you're 5?
Yeah, I had a gun, but I've never been like into guns. You know.
You go shooting?
Not enough. I haven't been here. I used to go in California because there was like a place that like a friend worked at, but not enough. I should more.
But I think in Texas you can just do it in your backyard because everybody's doing it in their backyard.
I wonder if that's actually like, where do I have to be to shoot a gun? Can I really just shoot a gun on my own property? I actually don't know. I really don't know.
Check.
It's only one way to find out.
It's true. It's true. Being the only black dude on this block, maybe there's a different way to find out. Now that I'm thinking about it.
So you don't want to go on your back porch and just blam a couple up in the air see what's happening.
It's not on my to-do list. It's not on my it's not on my short list of things. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I do gotta go shooting though. You guys got any guns?
I have one, yes.
I don't. No. I don't. More white people shit. I don't need one.
I want another one.
Just wait till the ghosts come, bro. Just wait till the ghosts come. What you gonna do? They're just gonna be laughing at you.
I got a baseball bat. A friend of mine told me a baseball bat's more important than a gun. I can do more damage with that. So okay, let's go with a baseball bat.
More damage with
by the time you get the gun out, and it's like you just grab that bat and all right, I'll go with that logic. So
I don't know what you're talking, man. I'm like Neo from the Matrix, bro. I fucking take off the shirt. I got like 13 guns just strapped here. I don't know what you're talking about. A baseball bat.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
So same with you.
Bro. Yeah.
For me to use a baseball bat, they got to get closer. At least I can shoot them from across the room.
Yeah, and that's man, you got to have balls too to hit someone with a baseball bat. That's death, man.
That's personal.
Like I feel like if you shoot a gun, I wonder actually the psychology behind that. Like, I wonder if because if you're about to hit someone with a baseball bat in your head, that like you are going to cause this person serious massive amount of injury or death.
Yeah,
but same with a gun though.
I don't know that because it's so easy to do and it's just a trigger pull. Like, does your head go through the same process of like, I am going to ruin this man, or is it just like especially in terms of self-defense, it's like it has to happen, and you like don't think about it. I wonder. I wonder what the psychology behind it is.
That's a good question because I'm in my head thinking the opposite. If I pull the trigger, I'm killing someone. Whereas a baseball bat, I could hit them and just knock them out. So I'm thinking the opposite.
Interesting.
What's the psychology of that?
I don't know. I mean, the last time I killed someone,
Could you pull the trigger?
Like, could I pull the trigger?
You'd have no problem.
100%. 100%.
Somebody like your door, like you said, your bedroom door's locked. So if you're like, I know that door's locked and that door got busted open, you'd have no problem. Just bam.
No problem.
All right.
No problem. I mean, like I would still have to, guarantee that that person is an intruder first, but yeah, if I knew, yeah. I also think though I might have some sociopathy going on, a little bit of something like that, maybe. It's because I've started to realize the way that I answer some questions and the way that pretty much everybody else answers those questions are just not lined up. I don't know, man. I think like if it really came down to that exact situation for me, it would just be logical. It's like, well, if I don't do this, then I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose this. She's gonna, I don't know, break my legs. She's gonna take my money. It's like, and I have the right to do so.
Agreed.
Therefore, click. Like, I don't think there'd be any emotion behind it. But I think that's sociopathic. I don't think most people would say that. I think that's weird. But
I'm with you. I'm that way too. Hey, I got kids.
Sociopath?
Yeah, I got kids. Somebody's coming after me or my kids. I have no problem. I believe I'd have no problem pulling the trigger because you're coming after me and my kids. Because if you go after me, I'm down. Then you're going after so I'd be, no problem.
Right.
That's what I feel. But
at the end of the day, it's like
I'd rather shoot him than bat him.
Oh hell yeah, dude! It'd be so hard.
Get back up.
Because you know what too? Let's say, because you know what it is? It's a hill that you have to get over where it's like, I'm going to end. Let's just say that hill is there regardless of a trigger pull or a bat swing.
Yep.
You got to get over that hill that I'm about to end somebody's existence will not be here anymore because of me. You have to get over whatever hill that is. And I feel like with a trigger, once you're there, you pull it, it's done. But with a bat, you got to have so much like conviction behind that. You can't just get over the hill and then just like lazily, just like,
let's shoot a little tap,
you bastard.
Because what if you get a wrong hit and they get up again? You got to hit them again. Right. You got to hit them again.
You got to have full conviction when you swing that bat. But if you pull the trigger, it's like, done. You could pull it and be like, oh, what have I done? Like you can't do that with a bat, I don't think. Except like
that's a
30 minutes
swing.
later, I guess.
That's a check swing.
Well, now that we've talked about murder,
that got deep. I was just talking about home protection.
That's what you get when you put me on a show, man. I only think about fucking deep. I was just thinking the other day. Actually, you know what? Wait, I will go on a crazy ass rant. I have ADHD. You should say whatever the fuck you were about to say, whatever topic you were about to bring in.
No, you go, man. You're good.
Me? I go?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So the purpose of life, right? No, it's
wait, cut.
I was the other day I was thinking about what it's funny because that was a joke to say the purpose of life, but I was thinking about drugs the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And in thinking about drugs, I connected why doing drugs is actually bad for you. And it's not, sure, there's the physical repercussions, but I think especially with like dissociatives and hallucinogens, I think the real danger behind it is if you're intuitive, if you are a deep thinker, if you're philosophical in any way, it's almost like it expands your perspective too much. It's like you shouldn't know some shit that you can unlock. It's like you don't need to unlock it, because I think the deeper that you go, unfortunately, I think the deeper that you go, the more depressing it is. I think, like existence in itself, because if you think about what enlightenment means, enlightenment is when you know it all, right? That's when you've understood it all, you get everything. And if you think about what enlightenment is, it's basically that it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Like enlightenment just means that you are not attached to anything. There's no emotion that you can't let flow through you. Everything just is. Everything is what it is. And it might not be what it is today, tomorrow, and that's okay. Everything is okay because it is what it is. But that's really depressing if you think about it, because that means that nothing matters, right? Like, and not just like in a not in a pessimistic way, just in a realistic way, that nothing actually fucking matters because
it's changing.
It just is, and it could not be at any time. So it's like, what can you hold on to? There's no emotion, family member, idea that you can like hold and be like, this is what's important. Like, not really. That could change tomorrow. You know, that could be over just like that in a second. And how are you gonna know? So I don't know. Yeah, I think about.
Do you mean that because even with a person, so you could hold them today, but then they could die, and you can't hold them tomorrow? Is that what you mean?
Well, yes, that's a part of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't matter, right? Because
right.
You could, what about the memories that you have today? But it's more that but why do you matter? You know, not just your feelings about this person. You're assuming that you matter in general, but you don't even matter. So even though you do have nice memories with, you know, so and so and so today, it doesn't matter because you don't matter, because in the grand scheme of things, let's say even in, I don't know, maybe your state, like if you died tomorrow, it's like, does the state really care? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you have enough influence that it would. Would the country? Maybe. Would the world? Probably not. And even if it did, even if you mattered to the collective of like people, you know, civilization, you still didn't matter to like the earth.
Right.
You know, the earth doesn't give a fuck. It's still gonna rotate, go around the sun and space and all that shit. So you're completely irrelevant, and that's just Earth. You know, we're in galaxy. They've said that there's plenty of fucking galaxies out there, which is in the universe, which is infinitely expand. It's like, I don't know. You talk about deep. That's kind of the only place my brain tends to go. But it's
which is deep. Which is deep. What you're talking about. But does this go back to what you're kind of saying earlier about the your therapist said, just say that was a nice thing to say.
Right.
Back to nobody else matters. But does the world matter? If I die tomorrow, does the world matter? No. Is the state? No. Does the city? No. But I like to think that my family members give a shit.
Right. But then do your family members matter? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's I'm just thinking in terms of
your family, your mom matters to you, and you
matters
matter
to me.
To your mom
matters to absolutely. But
is that enough or no?
It's not enough to say that it means anything, you know, that it has any real like value. And some people just don't even care about that at all. Some people are like, so what? This is my life, and I don't care that it doesn't have any value. Like, I like it. So and good for them. That's a really awesome way to think. I just don't think like that. I like attaching value to things. And so the realization that enlightenment and ultimate reality is the opposite of that, is letting go of value, is why I keep going so deep, because somewhere in my head I'm trying to get to the next step. Like, there's something else to know past that.
Yeah.
Not only does it that everything just is what it is, but insert, you know, very happy, positive, cool, fun message. But so because of that, I'm always thinking, they always make everything deep. You could ask anyone that I'm always around, eventually they're just like, bro, we were talking about like fucking taxes. Why are we are you talking about the universe and fucking ultimate reality and shit? I don't even know what your Buddhism, like what? Who? None of us practice Buddhism. What's wrong with you, bro? I'm trying to smoke a bowl, man. Like, could you leave me alone?
Well, I think it was interesting what you said about drugs and well, just the part of because a lot of people do some drugs to go deeper. Mm-hmm. And it was an interesting point I thought you said was, well, maybe you shouldn't go there. Maybe it is too deep. Yeah, I never heard that before. Because everybody's like, I want to go deeper. I want to know all these expanded shit or whatever the case may be. So yeah, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I don't know. That was interesting.
I think it depends. You know, it's person by person basis, of course. I don't think that nobody should experience that shit. I just think if you think like I do, if you are more logical brained and you know, you attach value to things, and you enjoy looking deeper like that, I think it's dangerous. I think it's a dangerous thing to know more, because I don't think you're gonna like it. I don't think you're gonna like what you find out.
Well, I agree 100%. Some people probably shouldn't go that deep. Yeah. Some people can continue to go deeper and deeper and be okay with it.
People can. I envy that. I really envy that.
Yeah.
Because information's fucking dope. But information is awesome.
Do the right people know when to stop and not? Well, probably not. Right. Because then there's not I, for instance, I don't have any fear of like the addictive part of it or anything. I think most people have to worry about that hill that they have to climb. Yeah. I have, let me tell you, I have too much of too many things, but I would never go overboard on anything. Like, I'm not that guy that would like whatever do 13 fucking tabs of acid and a fucking ounce of Molly or some shit. Like, I'm not good
like that, but it's still like as I go deeper into whatever substance, it's my my perspective always expands, and it feels like there is a limit that you shouldn't pass if you're like me. But,
well, I think I have an addictive personality. That's why I stay away from a lot of the shit, because
me too.
That's smart.
Don't know what I'm gonna get into, man.
Right. Have you done nothing? Like, not even weed?
I've never smoked weed. Mm-hmm. But if you ask some buddies I went on ski trips with that hotboxed me in a car for 4 hours, they say I have. Right.
Technically you did.
So technically I did.
Right.
Yeah. But no, I for no reason, just haven't yet.
It's so interesting. I've heard many people say that, and I cannot understand. the like the interest in what you don't know. I think is what it came down to for me. I wasn't like, I've never been the crazy party kid or whatever that like I got to do every drug. I just needed to know what it would be like.
Yeah.
Like, even and I think that even could get dangerous, but
sure.
You know, luckily I haven't been too interested in what, you know, fucking heroin and crack and meth feels like, so that's good. But
that's good.
Yeah. But that's where it comes from for me, is like, man, I just wonder. Does your perspective change? Do you learn new things about your body? Like, what does it do? It just makes you happier? Like, stuff like that, like blow does not interest me, because it's literally just like, you're crazy.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's boring. Like, what? So what? And then what? But shrooms and stuff like DMT is what a trip that shit is, because it's a whole new reality you could build, which is why it's scary.
But is it reality? That's the one I'm asking. I don't know, obviously.
Well, what is reality, my friend? What even is reality?
So when you do it, do you do it with people you trust? How do you?
I am.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I've found that I'm super weird in this. I just do it with I don't care. It could be, I could have just met you. I met this dude on Twitch. Y'all know Twitch, right?
Yeah.
I met a dude on Twitch that was like, we were both in chat for this one music streamer that I watched. Shout out to Collaba. And he was like, something. Oh, what? You're in Austin? I'm in whatever the fuck he's at. And it was like 2 hours away. I was like, oh, dude, I got like this and that. You should come through. Like, we'll get fucked up. And he's like, sure. Came over and we got fucked up. Shrooms first. I've never met this dude in my life. I just
wow.
I'm weird. I'm weird like that. I'm not. People don't do that shit. I don't know. I don't have paranoia about. I said this on Drew. I don't have paranoia about real danger, like actual danger. People like if you pointed a gun
scary
at my head,
movies.
fake shit. I'm afraid of things that are not real. It's the weirdest fucking thing. But legit, if you pointed a gun to my head and you're like, this is it for you, I'd be like, well, I mean, shit, it is what it is, you know? Like, not to say that I would just take it, but it's like I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, what did I not accomplish in life? Like, I'm not gonna be able to. That probably changed with kids, to be fair. But
I think so. But yeah. Okay.
I don't have any. So for me, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, if it's real danger,
no kids that you know of. Well, they would have got back to you, Mr. No Condoms. They would have got back to you if you had kids, right? They would have.
You never know.
No. I mean, shit, man, this ain't my real name, so you know. I mean, I don't know, man. Maybe I do got some.
We know.
You know what I'm saying?
It all works. It all works out in the end.
How do you do you edit these? Like, you take the stories that you want and then like you post it like that, and like, you know, fluff you kind of get rid of, or do you just like
as long as it's a decent interview that's, you know, flows, and I don't really cut anything out. I mean, we've had somewhere where I've had to cut
gaps out,
because you get people that just you know, you can't get them talking, whatever.
Right.
Definitely had that, but for the most part, most of our interviews luckily have gone pretty flawlessly, and it's just been a quick cut the beginning, cut the end, and you're good to go. So we don't really add anything to the production of it.
So we don't go into it like every episode's got to be an hour, cut out till we get to an hour or anything like that.
Right.
If this one's an hour, and we had one 50 minutes a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It just is what it was.
Yeah.
We've had some that were, the one with over 3 hours, we cut into 2, and but you know, we've had an hour and a half.
3 hours.
That was the friend comedian when he was here. We were sitting here drinking beer and just bullshitting, and next thing you know, we're like, fuck, 3 hours later, we'll make this 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But we don't have a set format. Maybe we should. I don't know. You know, like everything should be an hour or whatever. And we didn't start our timer, so we don't know how long we've been going right now tonight.
We started. When did we started at like 7:30 or so? It's been like an hour and a half or something. Like that.
Somewhere in there, yeah,
something like that. At least an hour for sure.
But, well, I do know just from past stuff, I know we've gone over an hour. That's so you could feel that you went over an hour. So again, our biggest thing is we don't ever want a guest to be like, when will these 2 fuckers shut the fuck up?
No, I would tell you. I would tell you. I'm the fucking one that's been talking, man.
That's what we want.
That's what we want, man. You're so interesting. We're good with that. We're good with that.
Yeah. People don't watch this for us. We found that out. You find that out in a hurry when you start to interview people, and then you put out a podcast that's just the 2 of you again, and you go from 100 views to 10.
Right. Right. That's every podcast though. Yeah. Because it's like, because you know what it is. It's not even just the other people. It's the connection. It's like, I want to see how, because if I watch you, if I'm a fan of you, I know you. I know essentially. Right. I might not know exactly what you're going to be talking about, but I know the energy that I'm going to get from this show. But to see you interact with whatever this guy is like, I want to see what happens when you mix those. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, it takes. I mean, it's hard to do just that Bert and Tom kind of podcast where it's just two dudes. I mean, you think it's an easy thing to do, just get fucked up and talk about, you know, and then you try it and you're like, it's hard to just keep coming up with, you know, shit to talk about.
Like I said, man, I don't get it. Like Tom and Bert both have, you know, 7, 8 different things. Bert has like the big show or whatever that he does. Like, how do you have more content, even more content? Like, it's crazy that they can, and this, it is not like they come in and we're like, all right, guys, so first we're going to talk about this thing. And then I think that would be a nice segue if we went into, they literally just sit down and start bullshitting. And then that's why like it's the only show that doesn't have like a ready in, like, because that's how it started. Two Bears, since the first episode, was like, we didn't say when we were going to record. They just started talking and we happened to be recording. And we're like, you know, this is actually a pretty good show. Should we just like keep going? They're like, let's just keep talking.
Yeah. Yep.
And it works.
That was the show. And so that's just what they do. Yeah, they're fucking hilarious. So it's impossible for them to not have good show. They could talk about nothing.
They've had great experiences, but just them talking together are hilarious.
Well, and just the difference in the personalities and just the it couldn't be better.
Right. I mean, I forgot. I should say it's not that they will talk for a bunch of. It's that Bert will talk for a bunch of. No matter what Bert talks about, it's a good show. It's the best. I love that Tom just lets him go. He's like, just you know what? I'm just gonna sit back.
Let him hang himself.
Yep. What do you got to say this time, Bert?
Then he interjects, but his interjections are hilarious too. Right. I love, yeah. And
who made the decision to like focus in on Tom's eyes when Bert's screwing off? Because that's beautiful too. When you just see Tom's face.
Yeah,
that's your boy. I'm the switcher, so I'm always choosing the camera angles. Yeah,
God, the expressions
so
perfect.
Dude, it's you know what it is? It's literally like a Bears version. It's like a podcast edition of The Office. Like when some fucking dude will be doing some dumb shit, and then you see Jim just like that. That's now the show.
Right?
It's The Office.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's so good. It's so good. He always knows when to do it. I think one of my favorite times switching was actually the live YMH Live 6.
Okay.
When we did it in the Paramount Theater. That was probably the funniest. It was the first time, when you're shooting a live show or a show in general, I guess, and you have the crowd to like shoot from, you always want to shoot the crowd when you get like a smile or like a big reaction or a jump out of the,
sure.
Something like you don't ever want to get people talking or like looking at their phone, for instance. It was so funny. It was the first show, and it's like that couldn't have been scripted if we tried. Like, I just in the moment, it's so hard to unprogram that shit because you don't want people, you don't want it to look like you have a bad show. So you want to get the people that have the smiles and the laughs and whatever. So fucking funny when people started getting up after like the second heavy clip. Funniest shit ever, where I'm like, I saw people walking out of the theater, and in my head I'm like, oh, you don't want to show that because it means bad show, and I'm like, that's exactly the show that we want. Like, this is the exact shot that we want. And it just went straight to like people angrily walking upstairs going out of the theater. Funniest fucking shit ever. People were so upset. Some people didn't even know, that like some people were just walking by the theater.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, oh, Tom Segura. Like, I know that guy. And then they saw fucking dicks getting cut off and shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I would have a hard time with that. I would have a hard time watching that stuff. I do.
I don't get how everybody was sitting there laughing that whole time. They're all psychopaths. Make me feel like a good person.
I laugh because how fucking hard Tom laughs at when he watches this shit.
Right.
He laughs so hard at other people's pain. It's
genuine enjoyment. You want to know what he did? You want to know what he did?
Yes.
He put us on the show. I want to say it was around last Christmas, I think. Not like this last one, but last. He put us on the show. Like, we were the guests, so that he put us up one by one. And before, like, I'm going to say like a week before we shot that show, we were at lunch and we were all just sitting around, we were eating, and he was just casually asking us what our worst, like our clips that we hated the most throughout the year. We were just playing like this fun fucking game that I thought. And so we all said it. We're like, yeah, I hate this one. I said, I hate the one. There was a girl that had a condom that was like stretched in front of her mouth, filled with fucking cum. And a dude was just stretching it. And it was just clamped right around her mouth, and then he just lets it go and it hit her throat. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen. So I saw that. I'm just like, oh, like I almost it was the closest I've ever come to throwing up in the studio. And so I said, I'm like, that one, I guess, is probably my least favorite. He played that fucking clip when he put us on that was the whole point. We were having a nice conversation the whole time. In his head, he's like, I'm going to get these motherfuckers. I can't wait. He's gonna tell me their least favorite one, and every time he was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? That reminds me. Speaking of your old stylish ways when you were a kid, have you ever seen this clip before?" And he fucking played our least favorite clip right in front of us. I was so mad. He gets genuine enjoyment from this shit.
He laughs so hard.
It's infuriating.
Oh my God! It makes
he gets you every time. He gets you every time, and you can't not look. You can't be a bitch. You gotta look. Like if I'm in a chair, I gotta look.
Camera's on
so
you.
He just sits, and the funniest part is he doesn't even fucking look at the clips in here. He's just looking at you. He's just sitting there, just like, is he crying yet? Is he dying? Is he choking? Like, you see him? Fucking, God damn it! He's so evil, man.
He is an evil man.
He is. Yeah.
But
it's crazy.
Gotta love him.
You gotta love him. You gotta love him. He's the best.
Fucking hilarious.
He is, man. It's crazy. Whoa, my mic just went way up for some reason. My bad. Yeah. It's crazy to work around that talent and psychopathy. It's super crazy. It's
you prefer the studio shows or the live shows?
I mean, I just like live because I like the challenge. Okay. I like that if you make a mistake, it's right now. Like everyone gets to see the fuck up you just made. I know we were talking about how defeating that is and stuff, and it is. I lose sleep over it, but I love that challenge in the moment where it's like you can't fuck up. You cannot fuck. I that fuels me. It scares a lot of people, but I love it. So
okay,
it's purely because of that, like the work behind it, the content. I don't watch half of the live shows, so I guess I can't say.
I bet for you, your job. So that's cool.
But yeah, I love doing the live shows. It's a whole challenge every time we do something new. Every time. This time it was space. We had to use my entire fucking house for the live show. Literally, there was not a room that was not used for this last live show. The main room was in my living room. We had the watch room for Rogan, when people before would come on set, they had to watch the show to see what was happening.
Yeah,
that was like my one bedroom. The box room has its own room. My bedroom was used as the stripper room with Chris. Yeah. That was my bedroom with my bed in it. It was fucking. The other set was another watching room for our staff to be on standby. And then my office was the control room. And we even had the backyard. There was we put a computer out in the backyard because we still needed to edit shows and stuff in the background. But we didn't want all the keyboard clacketing and all that shit. So we had a computer outside. Someone was working, editing outside in the backyard in the dark. My whole house was used for the fucking
what do your neighbors think is going on there
with all the activity?
Definitely drugs. 100% fucking there's no way they think anything else is going on. Dude, think about it, man. Think about it. That night there were 3 fucking black SUVs outside. Strippers were coming in and out. You had fucking music and the disco lights were in my bedroom playing and shit. You had the what is the pipe and drape with the big red drape? It's what is this, porn and drugs and
right?
What the fuck? They gotta think I'm a drug dealer at this point. I'm waiting for the FBI to knock on the door. But it's all good.
It's all good. It'll happen sooner or later, but it'll be all right.
No complaints yet, though. No complaint. I don't think anyone has the balls to fucking come to my door and be like, "Hey, man, that new drum set you got, a little loud, bro." They're like, "Oh, he's okay. He's okay."
Oh, you got a drum set.
I got a whole drum set. Yeah,
keep people up at night.
I'm a piece of shit. Yeah. I only have time to do free stuff at when I stop working. I mean, it's 9:30. Yeah, I'm about to be free-ish in 2 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm that guy smashing on drums at fucking 2:30 in the morning. No complaints though. No complaint. Not one person has come to the fucking door. They're like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna put headphones in. It's fine. I don't want to know what those black SUVs are doing out there.
I can complain to the police, but they're gonna come visit me. We'll just leave it alone.
They're gonna be like, ma'am, you're gonna want to leave this one alone. There's nothing we could do about that. Yeah. Do you have any actual emergencies? Yeah. We can't go out there.
So are your drums therapeutic, beating shit, or do you?
I mean, I suck at them, so they're frustrating for now because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to just fucking smash away, you know? Like,
I bet, yeah.
Bang your fucking heart out. Why not? Yeah, I love it. You guys play anything?
No, I try to play. I've tried to learn guitar for years, and
you just never got into it.
Well,
I suck.
I never got any further in the process. I can play a G, a C, and a D on my guitar.
There you go.
That's all you need for a song, right? So
that's how you fucking start, baby. That's how you got the one. You know what I could do on the guitar? I could do the YMH intro.
There you go.
And that's it.
And I can't do that. I can't have a fucking drum set in my place, so they'll just come knock on my door and beat my ass. So I'm all right.
Not with that spirit, you can't. You gotta get one, try it out, see what happens.
All right, I'm gonna put my living room.
Yeah, what's the worst that happens? You get evicted from here?
Fair enough.
Hey, what is that thing on your table? Is that a wire martini glass?
It is.
Okay, so it's like art.
It's an olive with the pit is a red light, but it's a martini glass. And the whole cocktail theme.
That's your fucking logo. Wait, you got that custom made or did you make it?
No,
not that. I'm saying you're the martini glass. Like,
this I fucking bought. Boy, I saw this when I was in high school. And I just loved it, and I bought it, and I've had it ever since. Just because I loved it, I just liked it.
Did you make the logo based on that though? Because that is the logo. Well,
you're right. We kind of, because we always had our episode. We always had this, the lights on in the bar, and then we incorporated the whole retro kind of, and we hired someone to come up with the logo.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah, we just like the martini aspect of the whole cocktail thing,
Yeah, I dig it. That's dope. So, I really like you're saying you found that as a kid. Like, what how? From what? You don't even remember?
I think I found it at Spencer's Gift. If you remember that place.
That would make sense.
That's my guess. It was I'm fucking 54 and I had it when I was 16. That's how long I've had it. And I haven't changed the bulb once. So I don't know how it works. Trip. Obviously I don't have it on all the time, but
that's a fucking cool piece.
Yeah, I fell in love with it, but I've always loved retro martini shit and the Rat Pack and just that kind of that era. So
hell yeah.
So that's it's just dope. Been, and he liked the retro area as well. So that's what we kind of geared it after.
I can tell. I mean, your couch kind of even has like a retro vibe to it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dope. The red couch, yeah.
We
moved 10 episodes ago or so.
Something like that, yeah.
We said let's go to the couch and see how it goes, and a little more relaxed. We used to be at our table. We'll see.
Most people that I've talked to that do shows generally don't like that, like sitting in a couch, because it's too relaxed. So it makes you want to do show less and just chill more. But
there is there is some of that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little lazier.
Yeah.
Well, it shows more of the crunch body and the and how real human beings eat cheese and pizza for fucking 10 hours a day, not your skinny ass. This is how it really shows up.
Yeah, dude, my body, my life, it does not make sense, man. I don't understand it. I think I'm an alien. This could all be a simulation. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. It's crazy. I haven't weighed a pound over 160 my whole life ever. I've been 155 since high school. It's crazy. And I've genuinely tried to gain weight. I've done protein shakes and shit. It's the opposite problem. Like if I wanted to be, I do. I want to get muscle and work out and shit, but it doesn't do anything. I stay exactly looking like this no matter what. Whether I'm eating protein shakes and fucking working out all day or I'm eating cheese pizza 24/7. This is what I get. These are the genes.
Bitch.
Well,
that's not bad.
No,
it's not bad.
Dr. Drew said, God's been good to you.
Right.
Because Because I fight. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, man. Talk about my fat ass.
You brought it up, bro.
Yeah, you did mention it first. Yeah. I don't think you can blame it on him.
I guess drinking the beer doesn't help.
It's funny too. I thought when I first came on, I thought that your shirt had that was a pizza on your shirt. I didn't realize that it was your logo. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Fuck, we're in HD now. You're supposed to be able to tell.
Yeah. Well, you're a tiny little fucking square on my computer.
Yeah, right,
I could barely see anything. I could barely. That's why I said I thought it was like a whole like art installation when the wire glass.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell. I can't see anything.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
I just see my dumb self. Fucking my dumb beanie.
If you like the logo, well, regardless if you like it or not,
hell
we're
yeah,
gonna send you some t-shirts, man.
Oh, if I give you my address.
Well, that's true too.
Never.
We got,
no, I'm just kidding.
You got a PO box. We can send them anywhere.
Yeah. Don't have to tell us. You don't tell us now.
That actually went through my head because we send shirts out to everybody that comes on, right? And I'm like, the studio's at his house. He's not going to want to give us his address. Plus, he doesn't want more boxes sent there.
Oh no! I mean, look, it needs a sacrifice daily. You know, you give me a box and it'll leave me alone.
I want to contribute to the box,
right?
Room.
Yeah. I decided I'm gonna do a live stream to like when YMH moves out, so I know that there's no more like huge box shipments coming. I'll finally clean it and I'll do it one box at a time, and I'm just gonna have like a big GoPro or something posted up in the corner, and I'm just gonna do it.
Time lapse that thing.
Yep. Well, I'll stream it and just do it super slow, like one box at a time, not freaking out. And everyone's saying that I should burn it. Like I should go do a huge bonfire or some shit.
Yeah.
I might do that.
There you go.
See. But yeah, sooner or later I'll have another bedroom in this fucking house. It'll happen.
So the studio's not staying there forever. There.
No.
I mean, I knew YMH was officially moved out or whatever, but as far as we're still seeing 2 bears in 1 cave are done at your place. So
yeah, the YMH is the only set that is being filmed in the new studio as of now. Well, I mean, as of us talking, I don't know when this will be posted, but
yeah.
But we're working on it. We're trying to get it out ASAP. It's just it's so much, dude. If only people saw, I don't know what type of like behind the scenes work is being shot, or if anyone's ever gonna see like the process, but dude, the amount of work that's gone into this new studio is astronomical. Like it is not just like you put the cameras down and then you put a little bit of furniture and then you push the record. Like it's a whole thing. So it's a lot going into it. I'm excited though. It's gonna look really cool, and I'm happy to give my space in the meantime. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's weird, but it's fun.
I mean, you know experience.
It. You know it. You do the same thing. You wake up and you got the fucking show right in front of you, right?
Right.
You do. Yeah, I don't.
This is your house. You just come over for
yeah.
Got you.
That's all right.
Do you has it always been your place?
Yeah.
Okay. I was curious, like if either of you have been on the other side and which one you like more. Because I don't know if I would like going to someone else's house and then coming back and having no work there, or being able to wake up and just go. Like I don't have to. No, nothing like that. I don't know what the better perk is.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah.
It's nice to leave it where like you're gone and your work is at work. But yeah, it's also nice to not have to go out of your way to go to work. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I guess we haven't talked about it. He does the editing at his place. We record, he takes a shit, and then he records at his place. But just because I have the space, I'm alone now. I'm all empty nester now. All my kids are out, so my place is my place.
Gotcha. Are you empty nesting? You getting a bunch of random shit for no reason?
Oh, fuck!
Well, that's my life. That's what my life. So
he's if Hoarders needs somebody for an episode, he's primed to go. Yeah,
I'm doing the same shit, man. I just bought a fucking drum set.
Right there you go. That's my next thing now.
There you go. Go a little 2-piece and just fucking my kids. God. They left too fast. Fucking
They did.
This puts a good idea in my head for one of these episodes. We should show everybody the studio.
Behind the scenes, baby.
It is
everybody loves some behind the scenes.
Yeah, it is eclectic in here.
you got you got to do it on Instagram. Just put pictures.
Right.
People love that shit. Whoa.
Right.
What was that?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw a blip or something.
Yeah, you guys just flipped.
Weird.
Fuck, man. What's up with this new
was.
webcam? Wait a minute. You know what? Wait a minute. Oh no.
It's the
Wait,
aliens.
what is above? What is it? Don't do that. What is above? Okay, beard. So
Yeah.
above your head.
Right here?
Is there a black thing up there?
Yeah, it's the bottom of it's a poster frame.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know. It looked like the video because there's like multiple lines that are up there. It looks like the video is like a little bit cut. Oh, that's why, because there's a bunch of frames. I'm like, it looks like the video is like a little bit cut off. You should have that in the frame. That's so dope. You gotta have that in the frame, man.
But then they can't see us. We're the talent.
Just shoot the wall. Just shoot the
I think it's a better choice.
There's his advice to us.
Yeah,
Get
right.
you guys off the camera and shoot the wall. Thanks, buddy.
Go back to audio only. Just have the fucking pictures up there.
Go back to audio. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
That worked out well.
God
You know?
God,
Oh, it's all good.
So yeah, so that kind of shits on both sides of my walls, and just clutter shit. I'm a clutter fucker.
That's cool. Well, I mean, art's cool though, because the opposite I think is can get a little scarier. Like I had a couple chicks over, and both times were like, hey, so how long have you lived here? I'm like, oh, like 3 months or so. They're like, not one piece of art, huh? Like you're just gonna I had art, but it was just like sitting on the ground, just like kind of leaning against the wall. They're like, maybe you should put that up. You know, you kind of look like a serial killer. I'm like, I just fucking, why am I gonna put art up? Like, I don't live with anybody, you know? And they're like,
And they're like, well, let me move in and I'll decorate for you.
Oh yeah. Oh god, you know how many fucking said that they'll be, I'll spruce this right up. I'm like, yeah.
I'm
chilling. I'm good.
It's good. I like it the way it is. Thank you though.
Yeah, I like my white walls just the way they are.
In my psycho persona.
I have a
that means you won't stay too many nights.
I have a chair that points. Now you're really gonna think I'm a serial killer. I have a chair that just points at a corner. I call it my thinking chair. And I specifically use that chair to just sit and dissociate and just like look and stare into essentially space, because it's just a white wall. There's nothing on it. And it's not a window. It's not like a view where you get to look out and like be one with nature. Fuck nature. It's just a corner, a white wall with a white wall, and you just stare at nothing. You'd be interested to see what your brain comes up with. Where I feel it must. No, I was gonna say it must be similar to meditating, but no, because meditating is the opposite. You try to think of nothing.
Right.
Right.
Free the mind.
When I dissociate, you think of everything. You think of like too many things to the point where technically you're thinking of nothing, but it's because there's so much that it's like all canceling itself out. It's interesting. It might only be because I'm ADHD and I'm thinking of all that shit at the same time, but it's an interesting experiment.
I might take a nap in the corner.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I like clutter on my walls. I need every space, something occupying it, because I like to look 80. I've been diagnosed as well, but
with ADD.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
So I like the clutter makes me comfortable, I guess.
Interesting.
On the walls, like every inch is taken.
Wait, you mean like, so like the whole, like every wall is?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Behind us is the same.
Oh, never mind. Okay, you're definitely scarier than me. Yeah.
So
that's so much wall. How do you have that much art? Holy shit.
When you walk into my apartment, which goes upstairs,
yeah,
every inch of both sides of the wall going upstairs, I have record album. I have 250 record albums on the walls going up my stairs to get to my place.
And you have them all framed, or?
No, I use like bathroom mirror latches, so I'm not damaging any of the albums, or any of you album enthusiasts. And then I can pull them out and they're not damaged. But yeah, every inch is covered with albums all the way up.
Wow,
that's comfort to me.
So you don't have, it's comfort. Oh my god. I think the only reason I can't do that is because I also have OCD. So if I did that, I mean, that would be a never-ending project. I would constantly be sitting there like, that's not exactly. Let me move the. Actually, now that I did that, let me just move this one a little bit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't sleep. Is that how you do too?
Well, it took me a while to plan it out. So I had to plan out this section of albums is going to go. I had all my albums, and I was like, well, I can't just randomly put them up. So, and they started from the bottom, so like the square moved up. Mm-hmm. But so if I got to a place where it was off because of the walls aren't perfectly square, it didn't bother me. But I mean, as you know, you can see across there, they're not evenly spaced.
No.
Right.
Which is fine by me because it's all filled.
Yeah.
I found a way to make every inch filled.
Well, there are some ways, but
yeah. So like
you missed
over here, there's gaps like this, and over here, there's gaps like this. But I have a like that where I literally had to borrow a friend's ladder to go across. That I walked across the ladder so I could nail frames above the opening. You walk up a stairs.
Oh,
this wall it's all the way up. There's no way to get to it.
I get what you're saying. So you're looking over like
a ladder to put it up in that area.
So where you're facing right now, you're kind of looking over a railing.
Yes.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Holy shit!
There's no way to get to where you look at that. You're like, how did you put those up there? I had to put so that took a while.
Homemade scaffolding.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
So anyways, enough about me. I'm a freak.
That takes dedication. I could not do that. The only thing that I do it has to be changed, I guess, is lighting. Every bulb in my house is like, app controlled. It's like the Philips Hue or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I need to be able to change any room's lighting to exactly what I want it to be. Like if I walk into a room and I want it to just be fucking blue, like drowned out blue, I could do that in like any of my rooms. I do that. I need because I mean it's such a dumb reason, but that's actually what really at the end of the day what really pushed me to like get into this career and like change my life around was I had an office job for 7 years, and that office job had the fucking fluorescent yellow ass ugly fucking I hate that specific. I'll never forget that fucking color of lighting. It matters to me. I'm like, I have a big thing with color, and it was so depressing that I ended up getting Philips Hue because like that's why I found Philips Hue, and I got it in my room, and it was like I found so much more inspiration in my room when I was like working in different colors and stuff. I'm like, God, like this matters. Like I am going to work in literally like the colored rendition of what I find to be depression. That's what I'm going to work in every day. I'm like, I gotta do something else. I gotta do something else.
So do you change your color to your moods?
Yeah. Like
awesome.
Whatever. Well, I see it kind of like if I want to do something. So if I want to be focused or happy or thinking deep or whatever, there's certain colors that just promote that type of like thinking or energy. And so I set it to that. I don't set it based on like what I'm doing now. It's kind of like what I want to do.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like working is like it's like a dark, like a deep, almost like a Halloween type of orange. I somehow, for some reason, I just work so much better if I have that specific lighting in wherever I am. It's really bizarre. I don't know if any studies have been done, or I could be totally bullshitting, or maybe it's just a me experience, but it helps me. It really does. It's probably an OCD thing. Well, more than likely.
First thing I thought of was it doesn't matter if there's studies or not. Number one, if it works for you, perfect. Yeah. And number two, how the fuck did you figure that out? And God bless you for figuring that out. You know, to help yourself out. That's awesome.
I think it was my office job was when I was like 19.
Yeah.
So I mean, I remember I was broke and I just wanted my room to be cool. And I was still living at home with my mom. And I wanted my room to be cool, but I didn't know, as you know, as my blank walls would suggest, I've never been like an interior designer of any kind. I don't know what cool furniture to get, like you always go to people's houses, like even fucking your wall. I would never imagine to cover a wall with frames or to put vinyls up in like my brain just doesn't go there. And I think it's because of the OCD, because it's like, I don't just want to do something on this wall. I need to think of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
So if I start, I get demotivated because I'm like, but if I do that, then I'm going to need this and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, fuck it. What cheap, dumb thing can I do that will like completely change the look of my room? And I thought about the color. I'm like, the color, I could have like a colored light bulb. So I went to Home Depot and I bought like a fucking $1.79 blue light bulb, and I screwed it in my fucking, the light that was in my room, and it changed everything. It was depressing and shitty. I would never recommend one blue light bulb to light up the whole room, but it looked like a fucking drug house. But it's literally just felt like a trap house, 100%. But it was cool because I'm like, oh, but this is so different though. Like I feel like I'm not even in my room. This feels like, it's almost like I feel like I'm in a game room. Like what? Interesting. Yeah. What if I got a red one and then I put it over here? That would kind of make like a purple type of gradient.
Yeah.
And so I did that. I had like 2 lamps, and then they ended up making like a purple gradient. I'm like, whoa, this is kind of, it's like I want certain energy to be over here, like maybe a chair or whatever, because I just wouldn't want this area to be mixed with this area, because they're 2 totally different areas in my room now. And then I just went from there. It was like, well, what else can I do? Can I get a light that changes color? You end up finding like the shitty Amazon ones that are like $15, and they'll change with one of those little tiny little fucking. Do I have one? I have like so many of those stupid ones. I don't have one around me, but you know what I'm talking about. The one with fucking 1,000 different colors on it. I started there, and then the next thing, and then eventually Philips Hue. And yeah, I have like another chick was at my house, and she was making fun of me because usually when you download the Philips Hue app and you connect it to a bridge, it'll be like, you have like kitchen, fucking living room and hallway. And she was like scrolling through my bulbs. It's like fucking living room 1, living room 2, pool 3, fucking living room, bar, kitchen. It's like every fucking light bulb in my house is controllable.
Oh wow,
I'm obsessed with it now. Yeah, it's to that point, but that's a collection over time. I took like 17 bulbs from LA to take here, and now I've like probably doubled that. Way too many fucking lights in it.
I'm moving, but I'm taking my bulbs with me.
100, dude. That was like the first thing. It was the first thing. It's like, I'm gonna have to drive. I can only take the important shit. How am I gonna wrap these bulbs up? Like that's. I gotta make sure these stay safe on the drive.
It's just cargo.
Fuck the kids. We don't. Thing. Everybody else is worried about kids. Yeah, I don't. These are my kids right here.
Yeah, no. It was like, that's cool. PS5. You could just kind of throw that in the trunk. The bulbs, it's like individually wrapped, and then in plastic, and then a plastic bubble wrap. Put all those together in sections. Like, I care, man.
Well, I'm just that's cool that you found that the moods. I like that. Yeah. I never even thought of that.
I recommend trying it, dude. The starter kits are what, like $80 or some shit.
Yeah,
it's not cheap, but it's they last forever. I've had these things for like 10 plus years and they're still working perfectly as new. And yeah, I really do think they make a difference. I wouldn't recommend them for studio lighting though. They suck. They're
well,
too
right,
dim.
right.
They're too dim.
We'll get there. We'll get there with our studio lighting. We'll get there.
No, I mean your lighting's fine. I'm saying I wouldn't use Philips Hue for it because they're too no bueno.
Dim is good for us.
Dim is better for us.
Yeah. Dim's good for us.
Can we just shoot it in the dark? Yeah. We need light. How much do we really need light?
Oh shit.
All right, man. Wow. You have spent more time with us than we ever imagined. We appreciate it so much.
Hey man,
you have no idea.
It's been awesome. I'm telling you, I don't get to go outside. I don't get to do shit out here. So talking to you guys has been fun as fuck, man. I enjoyed it. Thanks.
Well, I hope you did. I really do.
I genuinely enjoyed it.
Awesome. And you are welcome anytime.
Hell yeah. Let me know, man.
Come back, tell us some more shit, what you got going. Love it. And we'll message you after and give us a phony address or whatever, but we'll we want to give you we want to get you a t-shirt, man. We got to get them. We're behind, we're back ordered with our merch guy, but we'll get you some t-shirt.
Hell yeah. I'll give it to you for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
The fake one. The fake one.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, man.
Somebody will get some t-shirts.
We're absolutely.
All right.
Hey, well, before we go, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got anything shit you want to plug, man? We forgot to talk about that. Your Instagram, any side things you want to just fucking let's plug your shit, man.
I mean, everything I do is Any Kravitz. So Lenny Kravitz without the L. It's my Instagram. It's my Twitter. It's my Twitter. It's my Twitch. I don't really use Twitter. Twitch is like, I'm gonna try to do more with Twitch. But I don't know. It's a whole thing. You know, we could talk for another hour sometime about my deep thoughts about Twitch and live streaming.
Okay.
But it's all Any Kravitz. It's all at Any Kravitz. So
with Noel.
Noel.
Get the dark secrets on your Instagram stories, which is awesome.
Yes. Learn everybody else's deep, dark, terrible secrets on
they're not all his.
For some reason, share with me on Instagram. It's crazy.
I'm gonna think of my deepest dark and I'll send it to you.
There you go.
Actually, that should be a thing. But it's not what's it called? It's not anonymous. People would know, so it's not a secret anymore. That's the funnest part about secret time is that you're not really revealing. I mean, you're revealing it to me,
right?
It's like I every time on everyone I put, I'm like, I will never reveal your information.
Right.
I don't care if you say you're fucking a serial killer. It's like I'm not gonna share that, but I'm never. I'm still not gonna reveal your identity. I don't care how deep, dark, and terrible your secret is. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, definitely. You should submit to the next one. Nobody will know if you did or not.
Perfect.
What my
sick Two Bears hat, by the way. That's super cool.
Yeah, it was not an easy get.
I know that thing is sold out fucking instantly every time it goes on.
Yeah,
it took me 3 shipments to get one. I asked for one every time. They're like, they're sold out, man. I work here. How did it get in?
How am I not first in line on this thing, man?
What? Crazy. I finally got one. But yeah, it looks good on you though. Hell
did you get the shoes? Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Did you get your hands on the shoes?
I didn't even know we had shoes. I don't usually switch Two Bears, so I didn't even know we had shoes. No.
Yeah. Somebody just put out some special edition shoes. I don't know what designer it was, but yeah, like in the last couple of weeks they dropped and they were gone instantly too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be 6 weeks before you get them.
Yeah, I'll see them next time. Be like, can I? Okay, never mind.
No. Not on round 2.
Copy that.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Guys. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
All right.
Have a great night.
All right. You too.
You too.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously though, Get your asses out of here.